So some messages that I got are the first one, well, the first two are songs. And the first song is by Michelle, and it's called Something in My Heart. The line that keeps coming out is the first line when she's like, "You took my love and I'm willing. There's no limit to the love I'm giving." Yeah, that part keeps coming up. It's like, I don't know, that there was this energy of wanting to pour into somebody or wanting to be poured into, someone not knowing where the energy of love is coming from. So you may not be in connection with someone, or you may have just gotten out of a connection and you're like, why do I feel this love? That connection ended, is obsolete, is no more. There's a new love coming in for you. A greater love is what I'm hearing. And for those of you who aren't looking for love, and love is not what you like, it's not on your radar whatsoever, I feel as though there is some sort of passion, some sort of energy of fulfillment is what I'm hearing, that's coming in for you. This could be in work, it could be in friendship, like it could be in whatever space you allow for, or whatever space you are wanting for it to come in for you. But there's this energy of needing to be open to what it is that you desire, whether it be love or not. So the next song that came up was Smile by Kirk Franklin. And that the line that came up prominently from that song is, "So hard to look up when you look down. I sure would hate to see you give up now. You look so much better when you smile. So smile." That part. And also the word twice is coming up. Well, it came up. These are from the 7th and the 8th. Also, the movie Smile could be significant, or Smile too. Maybe you are into horror films or something like that. I'm also picking up maybe someone is a photographer, and that's where Smile is coming in, or maybe you're having some photos taken. But Smile, it just like, that's a confirmation for you that something in this video, in this podcast, is for you, some sort of confirmation. And twice, also, I think there's a song by, I know there's a song by Megan Thee Stallion. So that song may be significant. Your name could be Megan. Something about horses also, even BBLs, something about a dump truck. It's the fact that I came over here and parked a certain way so that I can have a view, and so that I could be out of view, and a car came right in my view. So from that, I'm picking up on a message that you could be going out trying not to be seen, but there's something about your energy that it's like people magnetize to you. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can wear. There's nothing that you cannot do or say or whatever to make people shy away from you. So it doesn't matter. You're going to be seen. People are going to flock to you, or energies are going to come around you. It's your light. It's not your outward appearance. It's your spirit. So the numbers 1616 could be significant. 7, 14, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1234 as the time. I'm even getting something about December 3rd and December 4th, or the 3rd day of Christmas and the 4th day of Christmas. So there's an increase of one thing after a decrease of something else. Then I feel like someone is having spiritual attacks on their mental space. But you're needing to like embody that boss energy. Something about snakes is significant. Also birds, specifically black birds, but I'm also seeing white birds. But they could be birds, period. Um, and for the snakes, I'm getting that for some it's a warning of something, and for others that's just a totem of wisdom. So you have to really be mindful of where you are in your journey so that you can know what the snakes signify for you. But I'm definitely picking up on that energy that there's snakes. You're seeing snakes, you're around snakes, or something about snakes is significant. I'm even seeing like somebody might be dreaming about snakes as well. No matter how hard you try, child, they gonna come around. They want to be around you. Let's see. I can say the deck I'm seeing in my mind. I can't find it. I found it. Okay, this card come out. Came. This card came out. Trusting your new path. Someone might be taking some new steps in a certain direction or implementing some new things into their daily routine is what I'm picking up on. I'm hearing to stay the course. Even if you don't see any improvements or whatnot in the beginning, just keep going. If you fall off the horse, get back on it. Be gentle with yourself. It happens. Sometimes you can have the intentions of doing something and things come up, life happens. Or you maybe even get discouraged, but just keep going. Get back on the horse. Don't give up. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I have not been feeling myself lately. So I know that energy is in the collective. Like, I've been extra drowsy. I've been kind of a little cranky, but not so cranky. I still have like my high vibration, but it gets it gets tested ever so often. It gets tested more frequently than usual right now. And I know that is evidence of something incoming for me. So I know that is also the energy of the collectives. Like something may be trying you right now, trying to get you down. And even like for me, even if you have your moments where you feel defeated or you just want to just chill and just re-energize, reset yourself, because this is the most opportune time for you to be resting right now, right before some sort of big discovery that's coming into your energy. So get your rest, rejuvenate, re-energize. I'm hearing to also reacclimate yourself. Yeah, this is a time for healing. There's something healing in the collectives, whether it's something emotional, spiritual, financial, physical, or relationship. I don't know. Something is healing within you. I'm hearing for some of you, your intuition is healing. You may have been in certain situations or circumstances where you started to lose faith in your own intuition, or you just weren't so sure, you would second guess yourself. I feel like that's healing in this time. Yeah, it's like you're going through this. It's like the phoenix rising type of energy. There's this energy of like when the phoenix burns away. That's the energy that is in the collective right now, and it's gonna come back a whole new being, a totally different being with the same spirit. So give yourself time to collect yourself, connect with nature, indulge in healing practices, whether it be music, meditation, exercise, even if it's dieting or eating right, or I'm even hearing fasting, some sort of detox. I'm also hearing to have you a self love, self care day. Hair done, nails done, everything did is what I'm hearing. Fellas, get your hair cut. Get you a manicure or a massage or something. I even see a masculine energy getting a pedicure. I see a couple walking hand in hand, like through some sort of park. I see like the leaves changing, like leaves falling. It's like a very romantic setting, almost like picturesque, like a movie type of scene. But somebody is actually living this. It's like a dream come true type of relationship. That message is coming up to, you know, be communicative, because I'm feeling that energy of like self sabotage, but not. It's like I feel like you're getting to a space where you're not self sabotaging anymore, but you get to a space where you could. It's like now you think about it, you connect with it before you react to something, before you react to some sort of triggers or thoughts or something like that. Somebody's healing in love and romance, even in friendships and connections, finances. There's like an overall energy of healing going on in the collective. I feel like this has been in the works for a long time. Even if you haven't felt it, it's like there's been some sort of steps you've been taking, actions you've been moving with, and behind the scenes, spirit has been like, I'm seeing like a stacking of something, like I don't know, like something has been like accumulating for you, like healing has been accumulating for you, like some sort of abundance, some sort of prosperity, some sort of success has been accumulating for you because of certain steps and actions that you've taken. And to you, these steps have been small or seemingly insignificant, but in the spiritual sense, they've been like giant leaps, like that one small step for mankind. No, one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind, like that type of energy. But it's been like one small step that you've taken, and spirit has taken like a giant leap. Like, so there's like that quantum leap type of energy. You'll see, even if you don't feel it right now, you'll see what I'm talking about. Watch what I tell you. Watch what I tell you. I see an energy of a disconnection. Like, you could be disconnecting from people, places, things, foods, jobs, circumstances, situations, mindsets, feelings, emotions. But there's some sort of disconnect. I'm even hearing like there's a disconnect from some sort of finance, or from some sort of financial stream of income. But it's for your betterment. It's for your good, though. It's like you see the surface level of something one way, but if you dig deeper, you'll see the beauty of it, is what I'm hearing. Something about dogs could be significant. I'm hearing something about a sacred space. Either you have a sacred space or you need to create one for yourself. And it doesn't have to be somewhere extravagant, but then again, it could be. It just has to be somewhere where you frequent a lot and you feel safe, where you can freely pray or meditate or just connect with yourself and not be bothered. Just an intentional space for you to connect with yourself, with spirit, with nature, whatever it is that you want to connect with. I'm even hearing that you could go to a park and pick you a spot and make that, intentionalize that as your sacred space. And you'll notice that even if you, when you first create this space, you get interruptions, I'll say, or distractions. The more that you go to this space, the more that it'll become sacred in an intentional and spiritual sense. And spirit will block anything from you or from that space. And you'll notice that the more you go, the less you're bothered or the less you're distracted. I'm hearing something about building a relationship, being persistent or consistent. So there's this message that's coming up. I'm not sure it's a specific message, so take it if you need to take it and leave it if you need to leave it. But I feel like there is some sort of connection where it's someone who is like offering you services and they start to take advantage of you I'm hearing in a sexual sense. This person has like an energy of I'm gonna say sex demon, but then I also feel guided to say incubus or succubus. It's like something is trying to pull you in or keep you in through, you know, through coitus. Now, as I was saying that, I was also hearing that it could be in a relationship as well, not just someone that you're giving services to. I'm even hearing offering services to. So somebody might be trying to gain something from you through coitus as well. But there's this energy of a sex demon. And why I don't want to say, it's like I feel guided to say sex demon, but I don't feel guided to say it when I just want. It's like something about it. I don't know. There's this very taboo energy around the word sex. I even just had a hard time saying it, even though like it's nothing hard about saying it. So there's like this taboo energy about sex going on in someone's energy. I'm also picking up on the message that there's one person who wants to make sex be a spiritual connection, like where it's romantic, it's sensual, it's healing and things like that. And there's another person who just utilizes sex to gain things, to get their way, or just, for entertainment or whatnot. I'm picking up on both of those energies. Um, Somebody could be feeling a little under the weather. You could be feeling like, um, you could be like how I've been feeling, like just not yourself. I'm hearing to connect with water, connect with your emotions. Check that description box, hit that thumbs up, share, comment below. But there's this energy of like needing to connect with water. I'm even hearing that somebody might need to cry. It might be an energy of release that you need to tap into. I'm also hearing that someone may need to release, a little. I ain't afraid to touch myself. I don't need nobody else. Okay. So that energy, that message came up. Releasing in that way, detoxing in that way. I heard that, what's her name? Dang, I know her name, but I can't think of it. But she said, "You're gonna feel it for 2 weeks when I release you in in these sheets, not in the streets." I'm picking up. Okay, so it's like certain messages that are coming up seem very specific for like a very specific person or a very specific group of people. But I feel like somebody's gonna be getting over one person by getting under somebody else. What's that song? It's coming up. You can't get over him if you keep getting under him. That song is coming up. I'm hearing somebody's on the prowl. Okay. As I was saying, okay, I got two energies. Somebody's on the prowl. Like, so we got like this split energy. We got somebody who is trying to heal in the best way that they know. And then you got somebody else who is just like really mischievous, is what I'm getting. So somebody in the streets just trying to get over somebody else, get over, a connection, a past thing or whatever. And someone else is in the streets trying to, links in the chain type of energy. So, use your discernment, be mindful. And if you the links in the chain type of person, it's time for you to start healing some part of you that is connected to this sex demon, because that's a lot of what I'm picking up on. Like, there is a sex demon in somebody's energy. And for some of you, this has been from childhood. Now, this is kind of a trigger warning. Some of you may have been taken advantage of as a child, or you don't even have to have been a child, but some of you were. You could have just been naive or young, or there could have been some sort of incident that happened. But there is this energy of a sex demon within or around you that you need to release from, you need to heal from. And the best way the guidance that I can give you for doing so, well, I had got thrown off focus anyway, so much for that. I was trying to let y'all see the dogs. It was some dogs. It was it was two boy dogs and a baby. So I don't know where they came from, what's going on, but it was not two days type of energy. Um. Anyway, I got distracted. I ain't gonna lie, I did, because I love dogs. And then that's crazy, not crazy, because I know, but dogs may be significant for somebody or to someone. That also is just confirmation of the message that I was just speaking on prior to that. And I ain't gonna lie, I don't remember what the okay. I was gonna say I don't remember what it was, but it instantly came back. And also, there's this energy of somebody either does not completely remember some sort of incident that happened as far as being taken advantage of sexually, or you blocked it out of your memory. Like, you just don't think about it, you just want to pretend like it didn't happen. And that's why this demon is able to keep infiltrating your energy through different forms, because you haven't healed from that, you haven't connected with that. So the guidance that I have for you is that you have to connect with what happened. You can't continue to go through. It's a mama outside with her baby, and I just want to make sure she all right, because she got her little dog too. Baby, she can't even bring her baby to the park because the dog babies want to be bad and run away from home. But also, the fact that this message keeps getting interrupted is a message in itself. There's like, you may get close to banishing this demon in maybe indirect ways or direct ways. If you know, if you don't know, it's indirect. If you do know, it's direct. But something always comes up and the demon gets to sit back and chill with you a little bit longer. So connecting with the incident, you may need to go to therapy for this, or you may need to just journal. But do it in a safe space, do it in a healthy way. Um, you may need to just talk about it. I'm even hearing, even if you don't go to therapy about it or you don't write it down, speak to someone that you feel comfortable with speaking to it about, speaking about it too. So that you can start the healing, so that you can get rid of this energy, this entity that loves your energy. This entity loves your energy. It loves draining you, taking your power. Sometimes it may make you feel like you're empowered in a sexual sense, but then it just drains your power. It's like it builds you up to tear you down. That's the message that I'm getting from it. So, like I said, speaking on it, um, doing a cord cutting or cleansing from the incident. And I'm gonna tell you something that I am slowly learning. You do not have to do these extravagant rituals in order to do a cord cutting. You can simply write it down or speak it out loud or think it, that the cord is cleansed, the cord is cut, and it'll be cut, it'll be cleansed. But you have to be intentional about it. You have to like actually sit there and think about it and just, I'm done with this. I'm through with it. I've learned what I needed to learn from this lesson. And I remove that energy of that experience from my energy. Something about this being disgusted by something. Something. I was going to say something disgusts you. What is going on? I keep finding cards. I keep subconsciously putting cards somewhere else. So obviously it's spirit. And it's like something is being hidden from you. Something's being hidden from you, but it's being hidden in plain sight. So all you really have to do is be intentional, be mindful, focus on what it is that you feel like you need to focus on, and you'll get the answers. Like follow that internal guiding system that you have within not within. Something about reptiles, amphibians, whatever, that is significant for the collective right now. I also feel like as you're healing one thing, you'll be healing something else as well. It's like it's going to be like a 2-for-1 type of deal. You just need to be fully focused. You're in this very strong energy of transformation. And I feel like that keeps coming up. It keeps coming out because you may be like fighting against some sort of shift. You might be fighting against some sort of action, or it just might be like harder for you. It might take a little extra pushing from you to get through it. But it keeps coming up that you're transforming, you're transitioning. Phoenix rising. I'm hearing to be courageous. Fight through your fears. Something something is being hidden from you. Both disguise and secret came out, and they both are surrounding some sort of healing. It's like I feel that message again, that there may be something that you pushed off, like you there's like a mental block of it or from it, and you just need to connect with it. If this message feels resonant to you, then that's your message, that there's something that you need to heal. There's something in the background, something subconsciously eating away at you, having an effect on you, connected to some sort of entity that you need to connect with so that you can heal it, break through it, and move past it. And I feel like there's this, it's like you're fighting through, it's like you're healing something, but it's not healing fully because it's not intentional. You're healing because spirit is helping you heal. But, there's still, we always have our part to do as well. So there's still some healing that you need to specifically do. You need to connect with it, even if it's just connecting with the thought. That might be the only thing that you need to do, is just connect with the thought, connect with the memory of it. And like I said, I keep feeling like I want to say to, be cautious. Do it in a safe space, because for some of you, it's very heavy. It's something very heavy, something very traumatic. And you might need help dealing with it. Right now, what's coming out is just confirming what I'm saying. So I'm gonna pull another deck. I'm gonna get another deck, y'all. For some of you, I'm hearing. I was hearing the song again. I ain't afraid to touch myself. And the first thought that I had directly after hearing it is, some of you need to refrain. It's like, what do they say? Call it semen retention, orgasm retention. I don't know if that's what it's called, but there's this need for you to dry out the entity. Like, if there's no connection to sex, then it has no place to stay with you. So you may need to go into a space of celibacy, of not even touching yourself, not allowing anyone to touch you, just refraining from it for a little while till you feel guided to go back to it. So this is, you gotta use your discernment with the advice, because we did get the advice of someone needing to release earlier. So there's an energy, there's a group of collectives who need to release, who need to detox, and then there's a group of collectives who need to go through a dry spell in order to I just keep hearing, dry out this entity. It's like the more you engage in coitus, the more you engage in it, the longer it stays with you. The less the less you have of it, the weaker it gets and it dissipates. And I know that me speaking on demons and things like that can be very like, for practical people, it could be like, what is she talking about? But even if you don't believe in that sort of thing, you get a sense of something not being quite right when you engage in sexual activities. You get a feeling. So even if you don't believe in what I'm talking about, you still know that you either need to, refrain from sex, or you need a detox. You need to release someone's energy through an orgasm. I'm hearing sexual banishment. That's new to me. You can banish someone sexually by, like she said, you gonna feel it for 2 weeks when I release you in these sheets. It's like I'm hearing to set the intention that with this orgasm, you release from a connection, or you release from a person, or you cut some sort of cord to something or someone, and allow for the orgasm to flow. And that's the sexual banishment. Okay. We learn together. You learn something new every day. So let's tap more into what's being hidden from you, because this is the deck that came out. This is the moon deck. Personal issues, reach resolution. I also just saw surrender to the divine. I haven't charged this mic up, so I'm going to be watching it extra today. I'm going to be honest. I am feeling a little better now that I'm recording. I wasn't going to record because I just feel like I just look so busted. I just feel like I just look so busted. Like y'all just don't understand. I mean, you probably do though. It says create a sacred space. So with that message coming up again, I'm thinking now what's coming to mind is the word twice. So one message that I'm getting is that you're gonna have one sacred space, and then you're gonna have to not have to, but you're gonna shift into another sacred space. So it's like someone is creating a sacred space in a place where they're not gonna be at long, and then they're gonna move. They're gonna be moving spaces, and they're gonna create another sacred space. And for others, you're just gonna have two. You're gonna have like one for work and one for home, or something like that. This card says dissolve attachments of the past with love. And my mind instantly went back to the sexual banishment. So someone may be like into sex magic. Make sure when you use these practices that you're being mindful of the energies that come and go with that. Okay? Always do things like that in a sacred space. So you may have a sexual sacred space, and then you have just like a regular sacred space. But you have to be mindful. You have to create this orb of protection when you're doing sex magic, because that type of energy calls in good and evil. We just gonna just call it how a TI is. It's gonna bring in good and evil. We've been speaking about this sex demon. Like demons love the energy of coitus just as much as angels. Will say angels love the energy of coitus, because that energy is powerful. It's a creative type of energy. You create through coitus. You can create life. You can create manifestations. It just, you have to be mindful. Use your discernment. You also have to be mindful of the people that you engage in these practices with as well. Okay, so the question that I was asking was what was being hidden. The number 10 could be significant. I feel this energy of something seeming like it's taking hold of you or having a hold on you, and it really doesn't. It's like smoke and mirrors type of energy. And I'm not picking up on what that really is, but you know what it is for you, or you will know. I'm getting an example that since we're talking about connections, you may feel like there's someone in your life that you just cannot let go of. But something is going to come about, and the release is going to be easy. You just needed like a divine push, or you needed to just go on and just take the step, take the leap of faith. So I'm hearing that if you can't do it on your own, Spirit is going to help you. Some of you are going to need to specifically ask for this help, but others of you, your mission is so powerful, it's so strong that the Most High is going to step in and give that assignment to your spirit team to either remove you from someone or remove someone from you. There's the little dog family, my two dads. Why they looking at me? Yeah, they all the way over there. They shouldn't have. Well, I'm not the only car here either. But anyway, that is so cute. My two dads. One of them got what do they call it? Is that part called a harness? One of them got a harness on, and the other two just free. Free as the wind. Born free. As free as the wind blows. Not the baby going in the street. Don't come over here because I don't have any snacks for you. Oh, they found some snacks. That was quick. Well, the baby did. Not coming straight over here. It says commit to self-care rituals. I feel like somebody needs to not hopping on the baby. Don't hop on that baby. Don't hop on that baby. Sir. Oh, Lord. So obviously the baby is a girl because the boy dog humping on him. It can't be in heat. It's so little. And the baby dog don't even care. The baby dog don't even care. Yeah, I see you. You looking around. Okay. So this was a little funny. It was a little funny and not funny because it was just a baby. But also it's bringing my mind to what we were saying about some sort of incident that could have happened to someone as a child. And what's coming to mind is that it was someone close to you, someone in the family, or at least a friend of the family. And you didn't know what was going on. Urgh. I don't know what to do. It's pissing me off, but then I don't know what to do because I don't want no problems with that dog. 'Cause, I mean, they are pit bulls. But anyway, so as we were saying, self-care rituals. And he only do it when the other dog run off. The other dog ran off. He started doing it. And when it came back, he stopped. So obviously, I don't know though. I was gonna say obviously that's not his daddy, but her dad, but I don't know. This is, I guess it's triggering me, y'all, because wait. Anyway, someone needs to implement self-care rituals into their routine. Like maybe if you do it weekly or bi-weekly or at least once a month where you're like pampering yourself, pouring into yourself, caring for yourself, loving on yourself. because you need it. You need it for healing and you need it for rejuvenation. Not at the door. How do they know I'm in here? I mean, they dogs so good, but it says all that you desire is achievable. Remind yourself to breathe, flow with the river, see where it takes you, aim for what you want, and believe in yourself. And the numbers that came up are 8, 25, or 7, 40, and 42. I'm seeing 876. Okay, so when I heard 876, my mind instantly went to like those it's funny but it's not funny, those 800 numbers where you can dial and talk to somebody, have phone sex, and pick up the phone, them old school commercials, y'all remember that? But that came up. But also i'm I'm seeing like an address or something, like a partial address. And if it's not in that order, it's those numbers. It's significant in some way. Jupiter is currently close to the Earth, so that could be definitely one of the shifts that you feel, because Jupiter is connected to abundance, it's connected to luck and prosperity. I'm hearing luxury. 777 could be significant, something about the lottery, or just being lucky and receiving gifts or something like that. That may be significant for some of you. But I feel like whatever shift you're going through, it takes your energy. You feel bogged down, you feel physically tired, mentally tired, stressed out. It's like it feels like it's having a negative effect on you because it's something new. It's like your body feels a new feeling. And that fear of the unknown kind of kicks in, and it makes you go into like this energy of fight or flight, or it just makes you feel defensive. And that's why you get tired, you get headaches, you like get like these ascension symptoms, and you're like fight through them. And I'm not saying fight through them like if you just really feel bad, I'm not saying to just get yourself up, but fight through them. Like, don't let them weigh you down. Don't allow those feelings to make you feel like things aren't going right, you're not healing, nothing's coming in for you. That's your sign that something has already come in for you, and in order for it to like come into fruition, for it to get rooted within you, it's pulling from your energy. It's like your energy is pulling it in. And how can I explain this? Your energy is pulling. I want to say your energy is pulling it in, but that's not what's making you tired. Okay, I was trying to think it. I was trying to think it out, but it is making you tired. And Spirit showed me someone with like a lasso trying to like catch a bull or a deer or something like that, and how much energy it takes to pull it in and get it. So that's why you get tired. That's why you get all these physical symptoms and ailments, because your energy pulled in something so big, something so drastic, or just something that was like opposite of your vibration or opposite of your polarity, is what I'm hearing, like where you currently were or where you presently were. And it took a lot out of you. So you're being guided to rest, to pour into yourself. Feel your feelings. If you feel a little sad, you feel a little emotional, feel that shit. Cry it out. Scream it out. Go do some, exercises and, work it out. But don't sit in it. Feel it, move through it, and heal through it. I'm also getting that message again of mindful breathing. So if you feel guided like if you feel winded, is what I'm meaning to say. If you feel winded and you're not really doing nothing, or you're doing like your everyday things, you're being guided to rest, but you're also being guided to take some deep breaths. I'm also picking up on someone like paying it forward. That was random, but somebody paying it forward. It's like I see like this, like someone paying something forward, no matter how big or how small, someone paying something forward, and either the person you pay forward to pays it forward, or someone sees you do this, and it's like a domino effect. Yeah, there's a domino effect, and 'tis the season. It's no greater time than now for so many reasons, not just because it's Christmas time, but because of the energy that's around us right now. There's so many planets close to Earth. And if you're like somebody who's into astronomy, then you know. But if you're not, planets hold different types of energy. Planets can, cause like when Jupiter first was so close to Earth, it was so cloudy here and it rained, and as it started shifting, you know, away, then the clouds rose, the rain stopped. So it's like energies, planets bring different energies. I'm also being guided to point out the higher number of moons that Jupiter has. Jupiter has more than one moon. So that's also significant of something. I can't recall how many moons it has right now, but I do know that moons carry a lot of emotions as well. So even if um, they carry a lot of emotions, so that also could be why you feel so emotional, or why you feel not so well or not so yourself, because of that moon energy. Went from one moon to more than one moon, and that kind of plays a role and has an effect over our bodies, whether people like to believe it or not. So let's get some love messages before we close out. Some more love messages, because then love already. Don't let real love pass you by. I'm also hearing water runs dry, so boys to men could be significant. As I'm shuffling, I cannot lie, like I'm not thinking about, like I just looked back and I saw those dogs again, and it made me think about like my childhood, because I experienced something in my childhood as well, and I faced it, but I have not like faced it. So I know that some of the messages in here for me as well, and it's also why I can tell you how to well, it's also why spirit can speak through me to you to help you get through it, because I too experienced it, and I too struggled with connecting with it. Um, if you've been with me for a while, you know a bit of the story, but if you haven't, then I just know that I remember certain things that happened, but I don't remember it completely, and it's because I chose not to think about it. I chose not to, you know, bring it to the forefront because I just wasn't ready. And for a long time, I didn't remember. I didn't remember until I think I had my second child, and I ended up moving home with my mom for a few, for a little while. Because, newborn, I was young, I was like 21. And, you just need your mama sometimes. But we were next door to the person who did it. And that's when it was like a wave came over me when I remembered. Like, I did not remember prior to that. And it just, it held a very negative effect on me for a little minute after that happened. But then, I worked through it. I remember he tried to speak to me, and it was like something within me where I was like, he's my elder, so I have to say something. But another part of me was like, he wasn't supposed to be like that with me, so I don't owe him anything. And I could tell that he was kind of hesitant about speaking to me, but he still did it. I haven't seen him since though, so I don't know. I don't even know if the man's still alive or what. But as you can see, I'm stammering. It's hard for me to speak about because I've only spoken about it out loud. Probably less than a handful of times because of the reaction that I got. Like, the reaction that I got about it didn't sit well with me. It didn't make me feel safe enough to speak on it. So I had to heal it behind closed doors, or I'm healing it behind closed doors still. But I started my healing behind closed doors. I started speaking to y'all about it. That was the first time, probably about a year ago, was the first time like I spoke like publicly about it. The times that I'm speaking of where I didn't like the response that I got, it was just private. It was like family. But speaking publicly was about a year ago when I told y'all. So I'm sure it'll get easier to talk about, especially if I need to talk to somebody about it. I did talk to my kids about it, and their reaction. Not some cars hid down here and I didn't notice it. But their reaction, of course, somebody hurt their mama, they didn't like that. But theirs wasn't one of the negative responses that I got. But I only told them so that they would not experience what I went through, because I didn't tell anybody. I didn't ever speak about it because I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know that it was wrong. I just knew that it didn't feel right. It didn't feel right, like emotionally or of course physically, but I didn't know. So, and I just knew, like, that's an adult. If they say do this, then shoot, then do this. But that's why I told my kids. Okay, so to the love messages. Um, one thing that's coming up is having the freedom to love the way that you feel guided to love, but also the way that you want someone to love you. I feel like that's someone's wish or dream or goal in life, to love someone deeply and to be deeply loved by someone. And with the cards coming out, I feel like you're either experiencing this or you're going to experience this. You're finally going to experience or are experiencing a love of a lifetime. The love you've been dreaming about, seeing on TV, reading about. You're finally going to experience it. I'm hearing that it's going to trigger you. one of those too good to be true type of ordeals where you're gonna have to like acclimate yourself to a good thing. But communication, communicate. If you feel a certain way, speak on it. I'm picking up on that message of someone like waiting to hear another person say I love you before they say it. It's like I don't want to be the first person to say it. If you feel like you want to say I love you to somebody, don't fight it. Because number one, what if something happens to one of y'all tomorrow? Then you never got a chance to say it. And number two, they could be doing the same thing and y'all just holding out waiting on each other. So it's like, what are you waiting for, huh?
What are you waiting for, huh? What are you waiting for?
I know that it's hard after you've been through difficulties in love. I know it's hard to trust again, to love again, or to even love for the first time if you never really got a chance to like really love. I know it's hard to believe that it's finally here for you. And I can appreciate that. And I know your person can appreciate that. But you have to get into a space where you can speak about it, where you can let someone know that, look, I struggle with this because of A, B, and C. And sometimes when I see things like XYZ, I feel a certain way. And also, it may be hard for me to speak up on it. So help me. That's the best guidance that I felt come forward was help me. Because we can't always say that, I'm going to speak up, I'm going to say this. We can't always say that because sometimes it's too hard or it feels too hard. So if you have someone that's a safe space that knows you or is learning you and wants to be there for you, just ask them to help you. And then, look, baby, you getting a little out of hand about it was just a piece of cake. I'll go buy you another piece of cake. I'm being funny, but it, I'm being funny, but I'm also trying to point out that sometimes little things like that can be a trigger. So communicate, be open with your partner, ask them for help. I'm hearing to think positive. Try to think as positive as you can. Pour into yourself, love on yourself. I'm hearing that if you have not met your person is coming in very quickly. It could be during the time where you feel, I don't want to say lower vibrational, but that's what's coming up. But it may be during the time that you feel lower vibrational that this person comes in. And that could be a setup by the enemy to try to, throw your scent off of that this is your person, or throw their scent off that this is your person. But the thing about someone being your person is it's not just a scent, it's a feeling. It's like a I keep hearing polarity. It's like a magnetizing energy where they could look at you and just know like that's my person. Like it's something about that person or something like that. It's just this energy of them knowing no matter what you look like, what you have, what you're going through, what you say, what you don't say, how fast you walking. It's like I see somebody like slow down, slow down. I'm trying to talk to you. Like I see someone who knows you're their person and puts forth the effort that's needed in order to get your attention or gain your attention. So that message of what is meant for me is for me is coming up. That message of also someone loving you even at your worst. So yeah, Those are your messages. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. These messages today felt very heavy for more than one reason. So if they were a bit much for you, then my guidance for you is to connect with the heavy message, connect with it in the best way you can, in the safest way you can, so that you can heal through it and move through it. Because if it was heavy for you, that was a trigger. And I know that because there were certain parts of the messages that was heavy for me, so I know that that was a trigger. So yeah, heal what you feel guided to heal. Heal the things that trigger you. Love on yourself. Ooh, love on yourself, child, because there will be moments in your life where it'll only be you around. Even if you have somebody or what, it'll only be you around, and you have to know how to love on yourself in order to heal through that moment. So love on yourself, pamper yourself, communicate. Even if it's not a love connection, even if it's friendships, work, whatever, communicate how you feel. Always speak on how you feel and speak with compassion. And yeah, that's your message. Thank you for being here for PODMAS Day 6. And I will see you all on the next one. I send you so much love and so much light.